Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And I'm back with another recap of Tyler Perry's Sistas Season 9, Episode 3, Having Faith. Let's get into it. So, it continues off with, y'all know, Karen passed out. So, we got Sabrina and Andy both screaming, trying to wake her up. When y'all in that situation, I don't know what the heck pushing on them is going to do. It's just going to make it worse. So what they should have did was actually ran out the room screaming, "Help, help, help, I need help, I need help." Instead of just standing there screaming at a closed door. Like, what the heck? So after a few screams, Dr. Vaughn comes in and was like, "Listen, y'all need to get out. I gotta do emergency section." They still like, "What the heck is going on? I don't want that to happen. Someone here, man." Get the heck out of the daggone room so we could do the stuff. I already told you what we had to do. And y'all want to keep prolonging this thing. Oh my God, what you going? Like, listen, there's nothing you can do about this crying about it. There's nothing you can do. So let's just get on out the room so we can do what we gotta do. So eventually, Sabrina and Andy, they was like, all right, let's go. But I think Sabrina had to give Andy a reality check real quick. Like, listen, let's just get out so they can perform. I don't know. Their roles first that long story short, they both got out of the room. And when they did that, both Danny and Fatima was in the hallway. So they were just like, they got to do emergency section. Her heart rate dropped, and then she passed out. So now they was just like, all right, cool. We're gonna go wait in the waiting room. And he was like, I'll be back real quick. And Fatima was like, I gotta go find Zach. So before that, Andy just had like this Blake stare from across the room, and she was like, Fatima was like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm cool. I gotta go handle this real quick." So she walks off. Fatima walks off to go find Zach. Both Danny and Sabrina go wait in the waiting room. Indigo walks up to Dr. Cruz and was just like, "You arrogant piece of like, you gonna have you you won't rest until I'm done with you." And he basically had like this nonchalant look, like, "Listen, you just got more stuff to worry about. Go worry about your friend instead of worry about me. Like, she not my problem no more. You went in Dr. Vaughn, and yeah, like I said, don't worry about me. You need to worry about your friend." That was it. And then they both walked off. Meanwhile, you got Fatima. She finds Zach, and he basically putting on his robe, his scrubs, so he can go into the room with Karen. And he basically, well, she basically gave him a pep talk. He's feeling so down and out. Like, nobody wants to be put in that situation. Nobody, under any circumstances, wants to be put in that situation. And she was there to uplift him. And he was like, "I thought you said you only with me because I'm cute." And I make you scream. She was like, "Yeah, and that." So she basically gave him the boost of confidence that he needed right now because, like I said, nobody wants to be put in that situation. So they kissed it out and whatever the case may be. He said, "I'm gonna go find Aaron." He was like, "Yeah, that's cool, let's do." So he ends up going to go find Aaron. They both, have a moment. And Zach was asking like, "Listen, you're a preacher, right? So let's pray about it." So um Aaron was starting off with the prayer, but he ended up choking on his words, and he was like, hold on, we gotta fix this." So Zach came in to oh, that was like the one of the best moments of that episode. I was just like, yeah, that's crazy how such a tragedy brings everybody together. And it's sad 'cause that's how it is in real life. Like, make it make sense. Is that's God's way of saying that we all need unity, and regardless of our situations, let's just put the past in the past and come together. Because, like they say, it takes a village. And right there, Karen got her village coming together on one accord. No arguments, no nothing, just straight love and positivity. Like, this is all probably all she asked for. Like, and now she got like the best of both worlds, even under sad circumstances, whatever. So Zach ends up leading the prayer. It was so beautiful, and it was a great moment. After that, Miss Lisa, she comes in with scrubs too. Like, listen, that was really beautiful. And both Aaron and Zach like, this is what we needed. He was like, yeah, I needed it too. Like, it's a trying time right now. So, Miss Lisa made light of the situation. Like, listen, I just told him if y'all ain't want no more problems, y'all gonna let all three of us. And I need to be there with my baby. Like, listen, my baby before anything else. Okay. So that was a good moment. They hugged it out, and then they just walked into the delivery room. By this time, um, Fatima and Andy both met back up with Danny and Sabrina. They had a moment, talk about any updates. They was just like, well, she gotta do what she gotta do and stuff like that. They have a moment talking about the situation Danny helped rectified. Well, asked if Fatima was doing okay. She was like, listen, I haven't even had time to process all this. I'm just being playing my role and doing what I gotta do. And everybody was just like, I really appreciate that. Like it, like they said, it takes a village. So they hugged it out. But Fatima was like, listen, I know y'all knew Karen before me longer, so it's just like we had that issue, but I'm glad we was able to come on one accord. Even though this trying times, but they had a moment, and Sabrina was like, "I need a hug," so everybody put their arms out and embraced each other, and then they started doing flashbacks of you know with Karen and everybody, and it was just like, yeah, because they didn't want to think the worst, but they had to try to be mindful and be on a positive note. So that was good, another good moment. After that, Lisa comes out and she was just like, "Girls, yeah." Then next thing you know, you see Zach comes out of the room and he comes through the doors and he's livid, livid. Like it was it was sad when Zach broke down. I shed some tears because it was just like nobody wants to be put into that situation. And Fatima was there to be right by his side. Come to find out, he was just like, it's not fair. It's not fair. So Fatima's consoling Zach, giving him a moment to, do what he got to do. But during this whole entire time, also, while Karen is during her emergency C-section, um, Danny and Sabrina, they're talking about how things are going. Um, Danny lets Sabrina know that Tony has to move to Alaska. Sabrina lets her know that Rich cheated on her with Penelope, and he kept calling her while they was there. So that whole entire time, she kept declining it. Also, Sabrina kept going on chat, whatever AY, whatever Danny called it, looking at them scenarios and seeing how that would go out. And Rich called, and Sabrina kept hanging up. But I think the third time, Danny, she took the phone, answered it. She was going in on him. She read him to filth. And then after the whole phone call, Sabrina was like, I needed that. She was like, yeah, I needed it for myself. And then you got everybody in the background just looking like. And then it was like, listen, y'all need to go worry about what y'all need to do. Talk about this dude standing at the vending machine doing all this, and this guy playing with the stethoscope. Like, you should be cure cancer. Like, make it make sense. And everybody go back up to their lives. By this time, um, yeah, they go in to go see Karen. She's talking about, you're in that state, you're groggy, you're in a lot of pain, you're sore. She was just like, so why do I feel sore? Like, where's my babies? At the same time, Dr. Vaughn comes in and tells her, like, listen, we successfully delivered a baby. The other one did not make it. She was stillborn. And then Karen immediate response was, "Where's my mama?" And Andy told her that she's outside with Zach and Aaron. Then she was like, did Zach and Aaron see the baby? They was like, yeah, she did that. He did. Well, he did that. He got to hold her, and then Andy told Karen, like, listen, there's also an option where you can hold the baby for your closure. So Danny, Sabrina, and Andy held her hand and gave her some encouraging words, and they was like, listen, we can do this all together. Next thing you know, the nurse comes in, gives her the baby, they hold it, and they were just like, whew, she's beautiful. She got Karen's, I think eyes, nose, and then Danny made a snide remark, but it was funny because he was like, yeah, oh, she has Zach's tank head, and it's just like, so they end up naming the baby Forever Taylor, and it was just like, whew, I don't know why I'm so emotional, but this episode really touched me. I know personally what it's like to lose a child. Oh, but yeah, it's never a happy moment. You just learn to take it day by day. Every day, it gets a little bit easier, but the pain still never goes away. So that was a good moment for them. Um, yeah. I hope I didn't leave nothing out, but I don't think I left anything out. I think that was just everything that they've been dealing with. And next week, she supposedly comes home. Pam is there to greet her, and she was like, "I want to see these beautiful babies," because Pam is on the outside looking. She don't know nothing that's going on. So Karen was just like, "I can't do this." By this time, I think it was Sabrina and her mom, and yeah, Karen went straight to her bed, and her mom was just like, "It's like she she wasn't it. People keep thinking that she's good, she's not good." Also, Fatima's asking how Zach is doing. You can see he's a little bit standoffish, a little bit cold, but that's understandable how he's feeling. He went through a lot. He hasn't really grasped the concept because he done lost his mom. Now he done lost his daughter. He almost like lost his life dealing with Hudson and Gary's situation. And it's just like he's been taking a hit after hit after hit. Like, when is there ever going to just be some good news where he can just woosah? But yeah, that's what's going to happen next week. I mean, Fatima's doing amazing job being by his side, all in all, while being pregnant herself. And it's just like such a strong woman. Like, mm-mm-mm. So, with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this recap, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye.